Everyone thinks the gold standard was adopted because gold was precious. The 1873 crisis proves the opposite. The conventional story is straightforward. Nations wanted stability. Gold was scarce, durable, universally trusted, so they anchored their currencies to it. Rational actors, rational choice. The gold standard emerged as the obvious solution to monetary chaos. By the 1890s, most major economies had adopted it. End of story. But the crisis of 1873 tells a different story. That September in Vienna, the stock market collapsed. Massive overbuilding had inflated asset prices beyond reason. When confidence broke, it broke completely. The panic spread to New York within weeks. Banks failed. Credit froze. Industrial production dropped 20% in the United States alone. What's critical, before 1873, most countries didn't use gold as their standard. They used bimetallism, gold and silver together. The ratio between them was fixed by law, not by market reality. This created a fatal problem. As silver flooded the market from new mines, its real value dropped, but governments still forced the old legal ratio. Silver was overvalued, gold undervalued. Smart money fled. They hoarded gold, dumped silver. Currencies became unstable. Businesses couldn't plan. The 1873 panic wasn't the root cause. It was the moment when the system's contradictions became undeniable. Bimetallism had already failed. The crash simply exposed it. So what came next? Governments didn't choose gold because it was philosophically pure. They chose it because it was the only metal left standing. Gold's supply was stable. Its market value tracked closely to its legal value. During the depression that followed 1873, lasting until 1896, nations that switched to the gold standard first recovered first. Not because gold was magic, because it was predictable. Britain adopted gold monometallism in stages through the 1870s. Germany followed in 1875. France reluctantly in 1878. The United States formalized it in 1879. Each shift was framed as progress towards sound money. The real story was simpler. They were abandoning a system that no longer functioned. The gold standard lasted until 1933 in most countries, longer in Britain. It created rigidity. Governments couldn't expand money supply during recessions, which made downturns deeper. But it also created certainty. Currencies didn't collapse overnight. Trade became calculable. For 60 years, that trade-off held. The crisis of 1873 wasn't the cause of the gold standard. It was the event that made the old system's failure visible. Monetary systems aren't chosen for their theoretical elegance. They are chosen because the alternative stops working. Understanding this distinction between ideology and necessity shapes how we read financial history. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe for more financial history that rewrites what you thought you knew about how money actually works. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.